right. We are live. Welcome everyone to the live stream. What the heck just happened? Okay, so I know I'm on the charts like 10 minutes early, so it is literally 6:50 Eastern. Like I've never gotten on the charts this early, but I I don't know. I'm really enjoying doing the pre-market analysis. I think it could be so helpful and I'm up and I'm ready to go, so I'm just gonna start. I'm 10 minutes early, and so if no one's here, that's fine. No one needs to watch, but I do want to start analyzing. And can we just talk about this monthly CRT? I mean, this might be the most textbook looking CRT that I've ever seen. Like, ever. Like, this is crazy. And I mean, it makes so much sense because we have all that liquidity below. So, man, I'm glad I saw this the other day because this is like really, really textbook. I mean, this candle body closing back in the range. So right now we have 14 days to until this candle closes. I mean, within those 14 days it's fair game, but then after those 14 days we see like what's gonna happen, right? So anyway, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but let's start out by doing high time frame analysis, and I should get chat out on my phone, but it's fine right now. I'll get it out later. So I'm gonna pull up. Whatever it's called. Discord. Yeah. Okay. So I actually did quite a bit of high time frame analysis last night. I don't know if anyone's watching this right now because I don't have my phone to check. But just to show people, I did do quite a bit of high time frame analysis, and you'll see it's pretty interesting actually because we have this monthly CRT, and in the short term we were expecting this monthly fair value gap, but this is the most textbook CRT like ever seen. And then as well, this if you go in the lower time frame, you can see we're pushing up into this weekly order block. We got good liquidity below. So I'm not going to go back through and redo any of this. I already did quite a bit of analysis last night, but I want to add on to it. So here we have this monthly CRT. Let's try and figure out things that we didn't realize before, right? Whoops. So here we have this monthly CRT high. One thing that I don't think I added on before is I think let's see here. I mean, this is a really nice CRT though. And then as well with that weekly fair value gap getting inversed, it's like the only thing is I'm seeing on the lower time frame, so I'm noticing that we're getting SMT here with this low, and so this is something we're gonna have to look at on the low time frame in just a second. But we're starting out with higher time frame analysis, so yeah, let's start out with higher time frame. I don't know, we kind of already did most of it last night. Let's try and add something onto it though. Let's try and add something. Like maybe it's possible we come up, sweep all this liquidity here, and then we dump. I don't know. It's just an idea. I already did quite a bit of high time frame analysis. Honestly, yeah. I think I'm just gonna have this be good on high time frame because I did so much last night. The only thing I could maybe think to add is like maybe we should check like actually this is interesting. We went to the 1 month manipulation level right here and we got a reaction. So maybe we need to go sweep the highs. It's possible. Previous month's highs all the way up here. I want to have a diverse perspective because, in case it's not what I'm expecting, I want to be ready for it. we left this RTH gap here. Hey Etsy. So I did a ton of analysis last night, and I found that we had this really nice monthly CRT. But right now, so I'm doing more high time frame analysis. I'm doing high time frame analysis both in the morning and in the evening, and I'm trying to refute myself. Like, I'm providing a counter argument, and I think it's somewhat convincing. So, like, I do think that we will go lower eventually, but a counter argument to why we might not go lower instantaneously is we left this RTH gap. So the RTH gap is the gap between the close and the open of the actual stock market, so not the electronic trading hours. And so the market will come back to these RTH gaps. And you can see that we actually left an unfilled one right above us, which is actually, to me, somewhat of a red flag, because if the market was truly bearish, I don't think we should have left this here. So that's something that I'm keeping in mind, because why would we leave the RTH gap here, you know? So as well, I mean, these kind of look low resistance. So I'm just gonna be playing. I'm just gonna be trying to be as aware as possible, not jumping to any conclusions. But I think doing the more high time frame analysis I do, the better it's gonna be. So yeah. So I'm gonna mark this out here. Like, I do think the market will go lower because we have a ton. We have that monthly CRT, but in the short term, we have this RTH gap. So it's a possibility. And then, honestly, I did so much high time frame analysis last night. I think I'm just going to move on here. Okay. So let's get out my other chart here. Let's put this over here. Yeah, it's stuff like that is really interesting though. Like we'll just leave very subtle things like that. So yeah, let's get rid of all this and let's go to my other screen. So let's just start putting everything on the chart. Let's do this. One thing at a time. So the first thing I want to know is we ended up getting S&T with this low. This was something that I saw right when I got on the chart this morning. We have S&T here, and so this instantaneously sent a red flag into my bias from last night, because why would we get this S&T? But I'm gonna get more information. We'll see. You can't see my screen. Whoops. So yeah, let's look at everything here. Well, you know what though, we did leave London and Asia pretty systematically below. Seems like very possibly this could be a London reversal, or no, New York reversal day. we have this very, very thin breaker here. If I'm being completely honest, I'm still bearish. Even with the SMT, after continuing to look at the chart, I think my analysis from yesterday is pretty strong. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I'm just gonna oh, you can't see my screen. Whoops. It's okay. So we have this very thin breaker here. Okay. Okay, I need to use the bathroom. This might be a new day opening gap. Yeah, I'm honestly thinking maybe this new day opening gap is what could send us lower. Can I screenshot? Oh my gosh. Why? Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back. I just have to use the bathroom. Where the heck is my phone? Oh, there it is. Wait. Nope. It's not. What the heck? Okay, where actually is my phone? Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, be right back. Alright, sorry guys. I'm back. For real this time. Okay, we gotta actually kind of get to work because I feel like I'm just slacking this morning. Like, let's lock in. Let's lock in. I really am starting to think this could be New York reversal though, because remember we swept out previous day's high. And we have the daily CRT. I mean, those are the two main reasons. Leaving Asia and London and previous day's lows systematically like this, it's suspicious. A lot of people will be trying to long this because of all this seemingly generated LRLR, and I mean, it might end up working, but I don't know. I'm kind of leaning bearish because of the daily CRT and then sweeping previous day's high. I mean, you can clearly frame a sell model off that daily order block, at least in the short term, right? So, yeah, I still like this idea of how we have previous day's high above. And so not only is there a new day opening gap here, but there's this breaker, the series of down close candles before the larger move up. It's a good looking breaker block. And so I'm wondering, got previous day's low below as well. Let's gather that daily order block as well. So, yeah, I still, let's see. I'm still just gathering information right now, but the fact we left London and Asia like that below, it's just a little suspicious. We are above the midnight open, so it's worthwhile to mention. Yeah, I'm gonna frame this as a sell model. Right now, I see this as a sell model. It makes sense to me, so that's what I'm gonna do. Ow! What the heck just happened? Oh, midnight from yesterday overlaps with this new day opening gap as well. And remember, we had that weekly stat map. And yeah, we have this data low below. Let's check out the RTH gap again. Yeah, it's a decent RTH gap. Honestly, it's a pretty good short-term draw on liquidity. I really do think that the market might want to go here. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards right now. Let's add the magnet. I love how it's always orientated the right way now. Yeah, this is really what I'm leaning towards, to be honest. That's what I'm leaning towards. Yep. Let's look at other things. And then I'm gonna copy this over from yesterday. Okay, monthly CRT. Yeah, that New Day opening gap looks good, dude. It looks good. And you'll note as well, there's new week opening gap aligned with this data low. Oh. Let's check for SMTs. It's possible we end up getting SMT with like this high. And then let's check. Let's check sequential SMTs. Boom, boom, boom. So what I'll probably do is I'll take a copy trade and then I can hold some of the accounts, like I can take profit on just the rest of them like normal, but then I can hold some of them for higher RR if I want to. Okay, I'm gonna take another break. Yeah, I'm gonna take another break. I'll be back. All right, I'm gonna come back. I'm just now realizing there's 4 people watching. I honestly didn't think there's anyone watching, but there are 4 people. So hello everyone, hello, 4 people. So just to get a quick breakdown of the analysis I have done so far today, essentially, last night I did some analysis, and you'll note we have a daily CRT where we sweep out this large candle right here. We sweep out this candle's high, and typically when you do that with decent probability, you go from the high to the low of the opposing candle. So this is a daily CRT, just statistics. Now, it is worth noting that we did go to the midpoint of this, which means that maybe we won't go all the way to the other side. So I'm taking note of that, but still, I think it's worthwhile to talk about this daily CRT. And then on the time frame lower than this, you can see this move up swept out all of these highs, and we left this breaker here. It's a tiny breaker, but to me, it's still decent. So we have this 4-hour breaker, and now remember as well that we pushed into this daily order block from yesterday. So there was that daily order block, that was that key level, and so we also had swept out previous day's high here. So boom, there's previous day's high. And so with all of this in mind, I did some analysis last night, and I was like, okay, with the daily CRT having swept previous day's high into the daily order block, I think you could possibly frame a sell model here, right? And another good reason for this is we have the regular trading hours gap down here. So if you don't know what the regular trading hours gap is, it's a really, really good draw on liquidity, and it's just the gap between the close and the open of the regular trading hours. So this gap is often a really strong magnet, and yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. We had a new day opening gap aligned with this breaker, and then we left London and Asia below, as you can see here, and we left previous day's low below as well. So right now I'm leaning towards wanting this to become a low time frame sell model, and then 15-minute changes day delivery, and then a lower time frame entry. But once again, like, still getting more information. So yep. Anyway, just wanted to give the breakdown for anyone who is just now watching. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. We'll just have to see. Now I am acknowledging that we did get SMT here, but I think the New York reversal daily profile kind of outweighs it. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, but that's just what I'm leaning towards personally. And it becomes a little bit more obvious that this is a really good breaker on when you look at it as a series of candles here. And so, anyway, what else do we need to do? Weekly profiling. So let's just do I don't know if this made any sense. Let me just rewrite this. Okay. Man, I'm so tired this morning. Let's go back to the other screen. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. It's a little extra. I hate having too much on the screen, honestly. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Like, I'm just so tired this morning. I don't know what it is. But genuinely. I'm so sleepy. So, what else do we need to do? I guess I'll get out my checklist. So, we need to should go in more in detail and check for all these things here. SMT. Okay, I'm drinking more of this so I can not be so freaking tired. Okay. Let's look at more SMTs. Not seeing anything. It's too obvious, but we still have that bearish SMT with YM here. Okay, SMTs are good. CRTs, I looked at CRTs, but we'll just look at it again briefly. So the only other CRT I see is this 2-day one. What about 12-hour? Alright, I think we're good on CRTs. If you guys see any other CRTs, let me know. Oh, you can't see my screen, guys. I'm sorry. I always forget. Um, yeah, I think we're good on CRTs. So check that off. Draws on liquidity. Back to the screen. I mean, we kind of covered already all the different good draws on liquidity. I think Asia and London are pretty good. There's PM's highs, which we might need to go sweep. All right. Back to what I was doing. So, yeah, it is possible we need to sweep PM's highs, and then maybe we get SMT with this or something like that. But we'll just have to see. We got 5 people watching. Hey guys, how's it going? What do you guys think about this morning? What do you think's going on? So we just finished. I think that's pretty good for draws on liquidity. Do you guys see any other draws on liquidity in the short term? I don't think there's any in the short term. I'm going to mark out midnight. It could be relevant. Midnight from yesterday is what I mean. And okay, I think we're pretty good on that. So it draws in liquidity. I already talked about key levels, but I guess we'll look at them again. I don't know. It's kind of more fun not to go through the analysis checklist, but instead to just mark out whatever I see. So I might start doing that instead. Yeah. Let's just do that. I'm going to make a note of that. Hey, Matt, hopeful for another XRP pump today. Um, can you tell me more about what happened with Matt? Cause I don't actually know what happened. So did he like promote my stream? Cause that was pretty sweet of him. That's really cool. So anyway, yeah, let's just start doing that. I'm gonna take note of. Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish taking note of this. Oh, oh, okay. I there's a guy named Matt who apparently promoted my stream yesterday. So I thought you were talking about that. Or Mike. It might have been Mike. Still taking note of what I'm trying to remember right now. I'm not sure why Matt is on my mind. I was just distracted with charts. Oh my gosh. You're funny, bro. Okay, I want to see if we can go for PM here. We're really close. But I'm curious as well um if we took out this high. Wow, we took out this high. So, very good chance this ends up being SMT with this high here. If it just depends, right? It just depends, but like this very possibly could be SMT. We'll just have to see. So, back to what I was saying. If I measure this out from premium to discount, let's try that and see what we get. We are pushing back up into premium here. My chart's getting kind of messy. I'm gonna clean it up just in just a second. Okay. I can see this being an SMT and turtle soup here. Okay, let's just clean it up right now. Let's clean it up right now. Oh, there's 4 people there's 6 people watching. Dang. Okay, yeah. So let's just make this look a little cleaner because right now it's just a giant mess. Um, but we did just take PM's highs. Honestly, we don't need this. We don't need this. This daily order block can just be simplified to this right here. This weekly distribution level can just be like this. Let's just try and clean things up a little bit because this is getting a little messy. So we just took PM's highs, and then we have premium and discount. Let's just have this be over here, out of the way. Just cleaning things up just a little bit. And then looks like we are pushing pretty aggressively past this breaker. So we'll just have to see. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit more. What else do we got? We're pushing above this new day opening gap. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll still hold it, but we'll have to see. So we're pushing past this. Let's take a look at our stat map. So we have 12-hour manipulation right here. It's still kind of messy right now. My chart's kind of messy still. I don't like that. It's still messy. We'll figure it out. Okay. And then we have, what else do we have? Six-hour manipulation lines up with this as well. Okay, I'm gonna just get a little bit more ready for the morning, and then I'll be right back. There's still 5 people watching, and I literally left for like 2 minutes, and y'all still didn't leave the stream. That's crazy. Y'all are loyal, bro. Thank you. Y'all are so nice to me. What the heck? So this is interesting. We're gonna have to really lock in and figure out what's going on here, because on one hand we did get that bullish SMT, but on the other hand we left London and Asia below, and so I'm a little conflicted until I get like something like screaming at me like what's obvious. I think today I'm gonna play a little defensive because I've had such a good week, man. I don't want to lose money, but it is just weird that we left London and Asia below like this. You don't typically just leave London and Asia like that. Unless it's a New York reversal day. That's just what I've noticed. But we'll just have to see. We should also mark out what other key levels we have above. Because clearly this 2-hour breaker was not the one that was being used. We are above midnight now, though, and we are pretty far in premium now. What other key levels could we be using? Possibly, we have a 2-hour order block. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably this 4-hour order block here. So this is a level you want to put your eyes on, because this is a good looking order block. And then let's get out stat map as well. Four-hour distributions all the way up there. That's not that useful. 2-hour, same thing. Just a little too high up. 1 hour. Pretty expansive hour here. Did we end up getting that SMT with YM? Let's check. We do have SMT with YM. Honestly, I really do want to see this become an SMT here. Like, if the S&P can just make a higher high, I think this would look pretty good. Just tap this 4-hour order block. Now, then again, like, we are expanding pretty aggressively, and we do have pretty good trendline liquidity, so it's possible I'm offside. Honestly, it's kind of feeling like I am offside because we're expanding pretty aggressively. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are you guys bullish? 5 people still watching. What do you guys think? Because right now, for me, it's like I think this is a sell model. We have the London Asia below, but I'm open-minded to the idea that maybe it's not. Kind of want to try this out where we measure out the range of Asia. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. So this projection puts us right at this order block. We'll see what happens here. I'm starting to get a little bit of analysis paralysis, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think, yeah, I think we just have to just watch the chart. Let's go. Let's bring the screen back over to the main screen here, and let's just look at the low time frame. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna play a little pretty defensive because I have no clue right now with how aggressive we're expanding. I'm not sure. Do we have news today? I don't think so. Let's check. No news. Okay. We're approaching the daily distribution level. This is one of those situations where this is a high time frame level and we're so far extended. I could see us getting like a super low time frame scalp off of it. Like I could take that on a singular account maybe. Maybe, but I'm pretty hesitant with how bullish this is, but maybe. I might actually. Just on a, the only thing is I do not want to take a loss right now, even on a singular account. Like I really hate losing. It's so annoying. And yeah, this would be stupid. This honestly would be kind of a dumb trade, but I don't. It wouldn't be dumb. It wouldn't be dumb. It would just be. I don't even know the word. It would just be. Yeah, okay, it'd be kind of just like. I don't know. What's up, Humble Trades? How are you? What are you thinking right now? Right now, I'm not really doing anything. Like, yeah, it'd be kind of irresponsible probably to do anything right now. But I'm just saying, like maybe if there's, good. I'm doing good. Honestly, right now, I'm not. I don't feel very tuned in with bias or anything right now. Like I really was thinking bearish today. I was thinking New York reversal, and then I saw we had that bullish S&P, and so now I'm just kind of sitting on my hands, just like, okay, well, it's going against my bias. I'm just not gonna do anything until like I get more information, and so I'm just being patient, not really jumping to anything. What do you think? Yeah, exactly. You get it, bro. You get it. Humble trades, you get it. Like we have a London and Asia below, and um like we have that giant RTH gap. Like I personally, I still think this is a giant sell model. So because of that, I just want to sit on my hands and do nothing. You know, like there's no reason for me to do anything. I still think that we could get this as a New York reversal day, because look, we got London below, we got Asia below, all the way down here. Here's London. I mean, then again, like you can argue that we do have trendline liquidity above, so that's why I'm just gonna do nothing, because it's just not obvious to me. But like we pushed into a key level here. There's a daily order block here we pushed into. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting as well. I'm just sitting on my hands. I just like to analyze as much as possible before the market opens. Yup, yup. Exactly. Like I if it's not screaming and it's not stupidly obvious, I'm doing nothing, you know. So yes, dude. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for the sub. So where was I? What was I doing? Yeah, I'm starting to get analysis paralysis this morning. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I feel like I was so tuned into the markets yesterday, and today I'm just like I'm just feeling out of it. So maybe I should just play defensive today. Like I just feel offside, you know? Like I genuinely wanted to be short today, and it's looking like we're bullish. So I understand we got the bullish S&T. Like I understand that, but yeah. So maybe one idea possibility is we do end up taking this LRLR, but then we get a reversal after we take out this high here, and we get a further push into the weekly OB, because remember we still have this weekly OB, we barely tapped it, right? So you could argue, okay, we need to push further into this. And so maybe my bias is correct, but maybe we need to actually go sweep all this out before we get our reversal to go take out London and Asia. And that actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Because why would we just tap this weekly OB? you don't typically just tap an OB like that. Typically, you gotta push into it a little ways. So I'm expecting a response off this weekly OB. I don't think this is just gonna like pop in here and then continue above it. I think we should get at least a response. So London and Asia are just chilling here. We got the RTH gap. So I'm not doing anything really until I get more clear of a idea. If you said something. If we get a strong close above, wait for a retracement, then go long. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be important to see how we respond to this. You're right. Well, yeah, it is looking pretty bullish though, honestly. It's just kind of frustrating. I'm just gonna get rid of everything on my chart over here. I just want a clean chart, and uh, hmm. Okay, I guess we're bullish right now. So, hmm. I don't know which screen you guys can see. You're good luck, bud. Take care. Safe trades. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Oh man. Honestly, I might just. Nah, no one's even watching anymore. Honestly, I just don't feel tuned in right now. I'm not gonna even lie. Yeah, no one's watching. I'm just gonna go. Um, I'll, I don't know when I'll be back. Man, it's just frustrating. I was offside like all morning. It's obvious now this is a breaker for value gap. See, I just gotta take a step away. All right, I am back. I needed that step away from the screen just for a bit because, man, like being offside like that is so frustrating, but in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense. We left all this LRLR above, and we get SMT here. Look how clean this LRLR is. I mean, every single time I'm offside or I do something wrong, there's usually a pretty good reason why. And you can see that we had really good liquidity above. I mean, that's just really obvious. So, I honestly am just getting better every day. And so, we're going to reevaluate starting right now from the very beginning. And I'm going to do it on my other screen, actually. So, yeah, let's do it. So, starting out just at the beginning, let's just restart, get a complete reset. We still got all of our candles here. Let's talk about draws on liquidity. So we have previous day's high above. I believe it's previous day's high. Yeah. So this is the most obvious short-term draw on liquidity that the market is probably could. I would assume it's probably drawing to at this point, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So there's previous day's high. Let's get out the chat. Okay, so first things first, just getting a complete reset. Most obvious thing that's in front of us is previous day's high. Yeah, man, it's annoying to have your bias wrong, but like, it also makes a lot of sense that I had it wrong. You know, like we have tons of generated liquidity below or above, and yeah, sometimes like the best way to reevaluate and reset is literally just to walk away. Cause I mean, yeah, like I think that that's really, really good for your mental health and you just, being able to get a different, refreshed perspective. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, the most obvious thing right now is previous day's high. I mean, there's really not much else in front of us. Obviously, I wanted London and Asia to get hit, and maybe they will eventually after we come up and sweep previous day's high and go higher and then come back lower. But we're just going to have to be patient and sit on our hands with that until we get some kind of confirmation that we're actually getting a sell model back down there. So right now in the short term, previous day's high is pretty clearly a pretty good draw. And then as far as like maybe stat map levels, let's look at this. So we already hit that daily distribution level. So I mean, as well, we already hit the weekly distribution level. I'm not sure what stat map levels will be really useful. So I mean, you could maybe use like the 2-day one. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so maybe you could say we're going to expand to this 2-day one. I think that's worth marking out. Let's put it on the chart and just put it over here. So we got 2-day distribution level. It's frustrating because I typically don't like to use the 2-day or 3-day, but I mean, we don't really have anything else to work with, so. Yeah, same thing here. 3-day was already hit. So let's go back to the chart. Now, the nice thing is we will get our session stat map levels out in not too long from now. As far as new day opening gaps go, we have quite a big gap between them right here. And new week opening gaps. This one could be relevant. We'll mark this out just to have it. You never know. So now, once again, this is my other screen. This is not the screen I trade on. The screen I trade on is my main screen. You can see that right here. And I just like to have everything I could possibly need on my other screen, so that way I can keep this screen clean, if that makes sense. So anyway, back to what we were looking at. So we have previous day's high above. Now, I mean, theoretically, maybe you could get a scalp right now up to previous day's high, because pretty clearly we are drawing a previous day's high, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm taking something higher probability than that, but we're gonna go to previous day's high. I mean, at this point, we're going to previous day's high. There's really no way we don't at this point. I'd be shocked if we didn't. So then again, it's kind of hard like to frame a trade without a model, so I'm not doing anything with this. Back to what I was saying though, if I go back to the other screen here, yeah, there's only so much that's relevant today. Like, we can't use London and Asia really. Tough. I am curious though, because clearly this looks like a buy model at this point. Like, did we push into some kind of key level at the bottom? Okay, so we did. We had this 4-hour breaker block pretty clearly. You can mark it out like that. So if we are to frame this as a buy model with the SMT at the lows, we got low here and a low here. So here's that SMT. Here's this 4-hour breaker. So if we're to frame this as a buy model, honestly, this seems to like the final manipulation down. So let's measure this out. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to measure it from the bodies. Or the -1 is right here. 2 to 2.5 is right here. And so it looks like we very possibly could be targeting these highs over here. This could be a draw on liquidity. We'll just have to see. In the short term, we just hit the -1. We took previous day's high. Like I said, we probably would. So let's get rid of the candles, the big candles. We don't need them. So yeah. And you know what? In hindsight, if we had just measured this move out earlier, it would be so obvious that we were reaching for the -1. I mean, seriously. You just measure this out and you're like, oh wow, that -1's right above previous day's high. Like, we're definitely drawing a previous day's high. You know what I mean? Hindsight, you always see stuff that is just stupid that you didn't realize in the moment, but whatever. And I mean, it's also relevant to still mark out this this final manipulation move. And like, let's just see where the 4 to 4.5 puts us, right? The 4 to 4.5 puts us above these highs here. So I really do think this will be a draw. And I think this was previous week's high, right? No, it's not. Wait. Yes, it is. Okay. I was so confused. I'm like, that's definitely previous week's high. Okay. All right. We're starting to get a little bit of an idea going here. We got previous week's high. And then if we measure this out from the wick, we get a little bit better of standard deviations here. Alright. I don't think this is that relevant, honestly. But we do have previous week's high. It's a possible draw on liquidity. Aligned with the 4 to 4.5 standard deviation of this of the manipulation at the bottom, right? So yeah, there's SMT here. And once again, I think this was the RTH gap from over here, right? So that's probably what's going on, is we have this RTH gap that got left, and so the market needs to come fill this RTH gap before it wants to go lower. I mean, that's pretty understandable, honestly. That's actually really understandable. So anyway, yeah, the market's possibly drawing to here. Makes sense. So with all of that in mind, now this 4-hour thingy becomes a breaker block, because remember, this was an order block. This was an order block, and now we closed above it, so that turns it into a breaker block. So this on the 4-hour is a breaker block. I'm going to mark it out with the bodies here. Boom. And now we took our previous day's high. We are entering this 4-hour BPR here. Where's BPR? So we might come up and tap this order block. Let's mark this out. Probably just mark out the highest 4-hour up close candle. Or actually, let's just do this. Actually, let's see. I don't know. The 2-hour one's fine. Let's do that. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think right now? I mean, I think we should keep expanding at this point to this RTH gap. I was bearish, but now seems like this is the draw on liquidity. So with all that in mind, I would think we should keep expanding, but it's tough when you're just in a giant expansive move like this. Because you typically want to frame some kind of model. So once the session opens up, it'll be nice because we can get a session manipulation level and then frame a model from that. That will be nice. So switch it back to the other screen. Okay, so, all right, back to what I was saying. What do you guys think? Because I know there's 5 of you watching, so what do you guys think? We have this 4-hour order block. Honestly, I'm just gonna mark out this 15-minute or this 30-minute one, this highest up close candle. I think this will be most relevant. We don't need previous day's high anymore. So I think one possibility is retracement back into here, buy model up towards previous week's high. This does seem like it's the drawn liquidity. So we have a 15-minute for buy gap right here. Like, what do you even do when it's just expanding like this? I think we should just possibly wait, and we might get a retracement into this area here. And then let's see if we have any other confluences that line up with this area. Not seeing a ton. Check low time frame stat maps here. Okay, the 1 hour manipulation level was down here. I don't think we'll go there though, because we already started expanding. 2 hour. Okay, like nothing is helpful. We're just in an aggressive uptrend. I'm not really, until we get market open, we're probably not going to get anything helpful. I'm curious, was this the data high? When was this? This is a market open wick. That's what it is. So this is like an old previous day's high here. So I guess we'll mark this out. Honestly, let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's hard when you're just aggressively expanding like this. Like, what do you guys think? I want your thoughts. So like once again, if this is a buy model, then I should be able to measure out this, and yeah, should give us an idea. Now we are hitting this -1, so retracement could possibly be coming, but who knows at this point. It's hard. We're just aggressively expanding. Like, what do we do? You know, it's 4 hour OB. Oh, let me make sure the low time frame chart is on here. I mean, there weren't any trades, right? Let me go to the other screen. Oh, you were already looking at this screen. Whoops. I mean, yeah, we're just expanding. It's not like super obvious if there was a trade. It's not super obvious that there was. Oh man, I don't know. Was there? There's no way. I don't see anything here. I mean, yeah, there's a breaker right here. That's about it. But this was like way. This was. I don't know. There's not even a fair value gap overlapped with this. So. So I guess let's screenshot this idea here. And then let's also get the RTH gap from over here and include it in the screenshot. So boom. Now then again, like maybe we're gonna get a reaction off of BPR. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. What the heck? Come on. Alright. We've got a model framed now, which is good. It's a good start. It's a good start, but yeah. We'll just have to see. I think the most obvious draw is these highs over here. It's a good start. That's all I can say. Is we have a model framed. It's better than where we were at an hour ago. So once again, I'm gonna have this breaker marked out right here. This highest up close candle. And like, I mean, the ideal situation would be low time frame model down into this breaker, but we'll have to see. That'd be the ideal situation, but like I don't know if we're gonna get that. 9 minutes until market open, so we're just kind of just sitting here. There's not much to do. I'm gonna pull up the low time frame chart. Oh, you already. I keep forgetting to switch my screen, but this is what I was showing. What I was meaning to show you. We have this highest up close candle on the 30 minute here as a breaker, and so like the ideal situation would probably be like a low time frame model off of this. But once again, like I'm not super certain right now with just how it's moving. Maybe we just go straight up. I don't know. So I'm gonna go back to the other screen and just take a look at what is going on over here now. It makes a lot of sense that this could happen because kind of generating some liquidity here. I mean, yeah. If I pull up new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps. Hey bro, what's up? How are you? What do you think? What are you thinking for this morning? I had the bias wrong going into the morning, and in hindsight, it's really obvious that this was a buy model because we had really, really good liquidity here. But, everything in hindsight is obvious. So, I thought that because we swept previous day's high and we had the daily CRT, I thought we were going to expand to go lower. But, you know what? In hindsight, it's really obvious that this was a buy model, and so this is just how I get better. But yeah, we had SMT right here into this 4-hour breaker, and we ran all this liquidity. So I'm looking for a lower time frame model right here somewhere after New York opens, and then continuation. But we'll just have to see. I mean, at the very least, I really don't think we should get a reversal until we hit this 4-hour order block. So this is a draw on liquidity, honestly. You could honestly consider this 4-hour order block a draw on liquidity. Because until we hit that, there's really not really a good reason to reverse. Took my son to school. Now at hospital with my girl. She's 6 months pregnant. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. So we're actually... Oh, I'm incredible. Haven't had a chance to check the charts. Yeah, that makes sense. You're at the hospital with your girl. So yeah, I think this idea could end up playing out. We'll have to see. And this 4-hour order block does seem like, yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. This 4-hour order block does it makes sense, right? We really shouldn't. If we are gonna reverse, there should be no reason to reverse until we hit some kind of key level, and the most obvious one is this 4-hour order block. So I think a lower time frame trade up to this order block makes a lot of sense. But I want to frame a lower time frame model within the higher time frame model. And I'm also waiting for the session stat map to open up, so that way we can take a look at that. It'd be nice because then we can get our session manipulation level and session distribution level, and then we can figure it out from there. And we have some new day opening gaps below, and then new week opening gaps. Same thing. So maybe we'll come retest that, but we'll see. Might be nice to have the hourly candle or the 2 hour candle. We have the hourly lows right here. So I'd probably want to at least see these hourly lows get swept. The 2 hour lows are a little too low. I think the 2 hour lows, yeah, no, we're not going down there probably. But these hourly lows down here, you can see that happening where we sweep out these hourly lows. Guess we're just gonna keep going up. So we did get an inversion on the 1 minute chart, but it's like it's not in a higher time frame model. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. Look here. I'll show you. We get this 1 minute inversion here. I'm 10 out of 10 times I'm not taking this because yeah, sure we swept out this low, we inverse this gap, but I don't like this wick. I don't like there's no higher time frame model. I don't like how far in premium we are. I'm not taking that. So yeah, sure this worked out, but it's not really worth it for me. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright. Let's see if anyone else said anything. Oh, there's 5 people watching. Cool. How are you guys doing? So you know what, actually? That's a decent looking breaker. I can't lie, that's a decent looking breaker. If we get an inversion off of this, we could definitely target the order block. Oh, but we already hit the order. Did we? Did we hit the order block yet? Okay, let's be really thoughtful about this. Yeah, we have not even hit the order block yet. So you can see this will be our draw on liquidity. I'm nervous to take this, but like if we get an inversion off of this, honestly, this could be just a singular account type of trade. So yeah, breaker for value gap here. All right, we are tapping into this area. Now, typically, I want to see like some kind of reaction and then inversion off of it. Looks like this is going to fail. All right. So, yeah, we'll probably get some. This is why I always try and frame my trades within a model, because if you don't do that, then you'll get situations like that. It's like so much more helpful to have a model for end. Because like you could see like a decent signature in price, but it still ends up failing because you haven't framed it within a model. That's just something that I've noticed. Even though this looks like a good breaker, it's like there's no model here. There's no higher time frame model. So I'm logging into Tradevate right now in case we do end up getting anything. This 2 minute breaker will probably send us lower, but I'm not taking this kind of a trade or anything like that. But I do think this 2 minute breaker will send us lower down into probably this area. Oh, session levels, session stat map. We got it. Let's do this. Let's look at session levels. Oh my gosh. Never mind. The session levels already opened an hour ago. It's not that helpful. 3 minute. Oh my gosh. This 3 minute breaker for value gap looks pretty decent. Definitely singular account worthwhile. Definitely with the take on a singular account. If we get an inversion off of it. Okay, M and Q. Only thing is, it's just, is it sponsored by key level? I don't know. Session distribution levels right here. I think I should really be careful and try and play defensive. I could take this on a singular account. I just hate taking losses. Is the thing. I really don't want it to be a loss. Yeah. 2 to 2.5 is right here. The only thing is, it's just so bullish. It's like we're probably drawing a previous day's high, right? So I don't think I should even consider shorts. We're within a higher time frame model. I think you gotta go for longs here. We just tapped into that 30-minute breaker. We did just tap into that 30-minute breaker. So let's pull up hourly stat map. Here we have this 30-minute breaker. I also see this as A. I think distribution should continue us up higher. Proof stays high here. I want to see standard deviations align with proof stays high. That would be a good confluence. Or like previous week's high or something. Oh, you can't see my screen. Honestly, just kind of feeling a 1-to-1 today if I could get a 1-to-1. But I also kind of want to play a little defensive because it's been such a good week. I don't want to take a loss. So let's go look at the other screen again. It's possible this could end up being New York reversal, though. Remember my original bias? Yeah, because this is becoming a 1-hour CRT. Okay. I might actually go back to my initial bias. Remember, I was bearish. We still got Asia and London below. Okay, let's get rid of everything. I see both possibilities. I think you gotta lean bullish here, though. I'm not gonna do anything. It's just not clear to me. Okay, all right. I'm actually starting to get this, get an idea to form in my head. So we have this breaker. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, I actually do think this should hold now. I mean, low key, a 15-second trade to this LRLR will maybe work. But do I want to do that? Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Okay, I'm kind of tired. It's like kind of affecting me.
Yeah.
Um, I, I don't know. It's kind of unclear. So I'm just trying to like wait until it just
Wait.
becomes clear.
Yeah, for sure. Wait until you know exactly, until you're excited about it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just kind of, cause like I could see a situation for both sides. Like on one hand, I could see both. I could see both situations happening. So I'm just kind of like,
Waiting to get a clearer message.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's smart. Be
Okay.
patient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See ya. I think you gotta lean bullish here. I mean, we literally, well, actually, we didn't even close above. It's not clear at all right now. Okay. So we might end up getting something going into 10 a.m. here. Okay. And we're delivering from that 30-minute breaker. Alright. And the higher time frame's bullish. Okay. I'll definitely consider this if we get something like this. We swept out this low. We got this 1-minute breaker. only thing about this that I don't like is, yeah, no, we haven't really even gotten like a CISD or anything yet. So it's like, if anything, we kind of want to probably play. I'm just gonna be conservative. I'm not gonna take it. I know that this is a breaker for value gap, but I'm not convinced. I think it might fail actually. Well, it might work. Up to this LRLR maybe. It could work. What I'm talking about is this. But I also could see it not working out. Okay, we got a momentum candle off of this area. I'm not convinced of anything. I think this still could fail. I want to see us come down and sweep this again and then get an inversion. That would be just a little bit more convincing. So I said no to a trade. I get 2 bonus points. I think this is gonna fail. So we might end up wicking into this for value gap. Like something like this. Hey, how's it going, Peter? What's up? I kind of want to see us sweep this low and then inverse up to this LRLR. But I don't know. I'm also pretty hesitant right now because I'm not really like totally locked in, it feels like, and I don't like that. So I'm noting there's a breaker for value up here, but I'm thinking it's possible it fails because the 5-minute delivery is bearish right now. So, and we inverse this 5-minute or 15-minute gap here. Just thinking right now. I'm not taking any trades. I'm just thinking. Yeah, it'd be nice if we swept out this low again, because we got these are relatively equal lows. It'd be nice if we swept these out and then we got an inversion back up. I could target this high. I think that's a relatively safe trade. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, these are kind of like relatively equal lows. So like this inversion, and you could take this, but I'm just not gonna take it because I don't know. I just don't feel like it. Yeah, I honestly want to see us come into this 5-minute gap. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I really do actually just want to see us come into this 5-minute gap. What we are holding a new day opening gap, which is, and it's a new week opening gap too. So that's part of why this is holding. Alright, there's a BPR here, so we might deliver lower. But I'm not convinced of anything right now. Maybe if all I can think of is like this breaker for value gap we left, if we come up to it, and then maybe get an inversion back lower. Oh man. Might fall asleep. It was so boring. Man, I probably just want to hit a 1-1 if I can. Oh, wait. Reaper? Reaper for value gap? Wait a second. Reaper for value gap. Reaper. Kind of. If you consider this the... I don't know. I think it's a Reaper, personally. I think it counts. I don't know. Does it count? Okay. So if we got an inversion here, this would be dope. Okay. I would actually... I'd like this a lot. This is going into 10 a.m. too. Whoops. Quantity 3 times 14. 3 times 14. 28. 32. 42. Nope. Not good. We did not inverse that. I was so close to taking that. I was so close to taking that. Okay. So we might get a 5-minute CISD here, and then I could look for lower time from entry within this. Hi. So we did inverse this now. We might get a retracement into the BPR. Let's look at stat map. And we're holding a new week opening gap as well. Three-minute CISD, but it's not like, it's just consolidation right now. It's just frustrating. I want to see us kind of sweep the low again, honestly. Maybe. Like this BPR might show reaction, but I don't know. It could also inverse too. So I'm still not gonna take it. So now we have equal lows. Okay, we're inversing this 30-second gap. Okay, 3-minute CSD here. Okay, there's Oh, we went right to. No, that's not relevant. So we might get a 5-minute CASD. We left equal highs. We left LRLR. We got a breaker and a fair value gap here. Okay, if we get good momentum off of this, this is probably the move. We did get our 5-minute CISD. Awesome. Okay. I just want to see good momentum, and then I'm probably going to enter. Three contracts would be 14, 28, 30, 28, 32, 42. Okay. With this BPR, I do think that this BPR could give us a reaction. Like if we wicked into it. We have equal lows below. Now I'm not as convinced, honestly. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not as convinced. I'm not as convinced. I'm really not. I guess it could work, but another 2 bonus points for saying no to a trade. Not convinced, man. Like this BPR actually could give us the reaction we're looking for. Maybe you just enter at the BPR targeting 1-to-1, but that kind of scares me. Especially with how much of a consolidation we're in, like, it's not a good idea. I think today I just gotta play defensive. Okay. Alright, we might inverse this for value gap. Oh, the 1 minute. Hanimi, how's it going, bro? Dude, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, I remember you. I was just thinking about you yesterday. I was thinking like, dude, if it wasn't for Hanimi, bro, like when I was in that like phase when I was like, so we did inverse this. I mean, this decent chance this works. I just don't feel like taking it. But yeah, decent chance this works. I just don't know. It's just too much chop. That's just not my this is not my type of trade. But yeah, I was just thinking about you and it's like, bro, um like that is like it's crazy that you kept reaching out to me and sending me those trades cuz like I was on that month-long break and I wanted to like give up and stuff and you just kept reaching out to me. It was like, dude, I'm grateful for you, man. But yeah. Right now I'm just trying to like I don't know. It just kind of seems like too much chop if I'm being completely honest. So I'm realistically I'm just gonna be defensive today. Did you take the 928 IFG? Oh, this. Um, no. That's just not my style of trade. The one where we took out this low all at once. What was the IFG specifically? Was it a 30-second? Was it a 1 minute? Cause this, yeah. So this like we wicked below the low. I didn't really want to like take it if we're working like maybe if we closed like this like right here or something. But even then I still probably wouldn't take that. I don't know though. Did you take this? What was the entry? You just send me the trade because I don't really know. I don't really see the entry here. Like, did you enter on this close? Because we wicked below this low here. I probably wouldn't have taken that. I don't know if this is what you're talking about or not. But 1 minute. So like this. Like this. I mean we wicked below the low. Uh, so I didn't take that. It's also just I don't know. To me, just I just didn't prefer to take that. But if it worked out, then that's great. It's too much chop right now. I'm about to fall asleep. This is so boring. I saw this 1 minute inversion, but dude, we did not even close above. Yeah, it's not even a close above, so I'm not taking that. Man, like I just want to see one side of this range get hit, and then I want to see its inverse, and then this will be A plus. Whichever way we go, once we get one side of this. Yeah, can you send me the trade so I can see it? I just want to see one side of this get hit, and then we'll probably hit the other side. But I'm like actually falling asleep right now. Check it, but nice having your live. Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. Check what though? Did you send it in Discord? New one Reds. You probably sent it in Trading Floor, huh? No, you didn't. I see FA took that trade as well. Okay, you just sent it to me. Bro, you should talk more in the Discord because I'm just trying to make a good community and you're one of my favorite people, bro. So I just appreciate you a lot. Hanimi. Alright, let's see. Oh, you took it to the upside. Let me click on it. That makes a little more sense. Oh, yes, I saw this one. Yes, 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 yes. I remember. Yes, I saw this happen. That was pretty early, but we were for me, it wasn't worth taking because we were so far in premium and there was no higher time frame model. It's just not my style, but definitely not bad. For sure not bad. It's just not my style. I prefer to have it like framed in a model or have it have really good liquidity. But yeah, I did see that. That was like all the way over here, right? Or no, it was right here. Yeah, I saw this. It's just not my. It just wasn't my style, especially because we already kind of were like we were so far in premium. So how's it going, FA? Dude, this is just terrible. I'm like actually falling asleep right now. Yeah. I thought you were talking about this. I was like, I FA. You took this down to the downside? This inversion? That kind of scares me, low key. Like we wicked out this low when we closed below here. That just kind of I don't know. I have 3 funded accounts and uh 11 evals. This is where I'm at right now. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm just being patient, slow and steady. Yeah, that exactly. The wick made it invalid. Hanimi, you're the one who told me that. Taught me that concept initially. I didn't even know about that for the longest time. That if you wick out the internal high or low, it's not valid. I didn't even know that for the longest time. FA, why did you take it if it wicked out the internal low? Was it just like conviction or something? All right, finally, we're starting to get some movement. It's just nothing's light bulb right now. Like, I could see this breaker for value gap working, possibly. I could see this sending us lower, but once again, I'm not taking that. I could see this working. Like I just said, I could see this working, but I'm not taking this. See, it did work. Alright, see ya, Hinimi. Alright. So maybe now we'll get a trade. I'm falling asleep, actually. Yeah, if I get a break even, I'll probably just call it a day. But I will, if I do take a trade, I'll try and make it a quick break even. Oh, you got funded with my funded futures? That's so good, dude. That's so good. Maybe there's SMT. If there's SMT, then this will be nice. No, but there was SMT over here. There's SMT all the way over there. Okay, I like this 5 minute breaker. And for value gap. If we get a low time frame inversion off of this, then I will consider a trade. Only thing is maybe equal highs above, but oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're getting a breaker. Okay, so now we're getting a breaker right here. But we have so much liquidity above. Nah, I think you gotta play it smart. Okay, if we inverse this, we took out all these lows here. Okay, here we go. Now we have good liquidity. Okay, I think this is something I will take actually. No, this is actually this is decent. Good signature to it. Kind of nervous, but might take this. This could work. I'm just scared. I'm not convinced it has to work though. It's the thing. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, if we just get a momentum candle towards this. I feel like this is forced. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like whatever I do here is forced. I want to take a trade, but all right, there we go. We wicked out that high. Okay, I think we'll go. I think we will go. Um, here. Okay, I if we get a low time frame CISD towards these equal highs, then I'll probably take this. Or low time frame momentum. We got pretty good LRLR on the 5 second. No, I'm being serious though. We do. We do. What is this, dude? Alright, the 1 second. Alright, we just got a 5 second momentum candle. Okay. 1.83. Yeah. I literally can't do the math in my head. 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 28, 32, 42. Oh, I know why this didn't work. Anything feels forced. I'm not even gonna lie. It all feels forced. This is a good momentum candle. Okay. Uh, man. Ooh, rough. Uh, okay, maybe we'll come back to this BPR like I've been wanting. Actually, I think this is gonna dump. This is gonna dump. This is gonna dump. I'll take this on a singular account. And if it loses, I'll be done for the day. Or not. I guess I won't take this. Yeah, we got a nice thanks to Liquidity Wick.
Order filled.
Oh no, I accidentally did it on my PA account. Whoops.
Stop filled.
It was break even, so man, that I'm just being stupid right now. There's no reason to trade this. Okay, I actually think I'll take this.
Order filled. Stop filled.
I'm so stupid. Why would I do that? That's what I get for overtrading. That was so stupid. Okay. Yep. See you guys tomorrow. Or I mean, Monday. I'm gonna end the stream. surprise action.